started doing CrossFit when I was 11 years old, and it was actually in this gym. Hey, I'm Brandon. I'm the owner of CrossFit Tripower. So I started doing CrossFit when I was 11 years old, and it was actually in this gym, and it was called CrossFit CIC at the time. Scott Marisol owned it, and so I was 11 when I started that. It was because of my brother. He got me into it, and I loved it from the time I started, and it was a very good base for movement, for patterns for me. I learned a lot, not only about like Olympic lifting, but mostly the basic movements. It was really good for me, like front squat, back squat, deadlift, just learning how to hinge and move properly. And then so growing up, I already had that good base because of CrossFit and the foundations that it taught me. And then as I got older, playing baseball, I grew up playing baseball, and so I kind of got away from it for a little bit. Came back from baseball, I did sales for a little bit, and then just came back to CrossFit, started doing CrossFit again, and just like fell in love with it. But I bought the business because the previous owners just wanted a different path, and it was either basically me buy it, or we weren't sure what the future of the business was going to be. And I've had a passion for fitness my entire life, and it just felt like a fit. So that's what brought me here, and that's what made me decide to ultimately buy it. And I just really love the community here. There's a lot of people that I grew up around, a lot of people that I've seen their lives change because of what this business has done. So I didn't want to take that away from them, and I wanted to be able to keep that around, because obviously I loved it too, and I wasn't sure what was going to happen. So that's the reason I bought it. And then it's been a fun ride. It's been over a year now that I've owned the business, and I'm seeing growth in the people around me. I'm seeing growth in myself. Learning a whole new avenue of business, and I've done sales my whole life, so it's a lot different. Definitely running a gym and having a community that you actually have to look out for, and not just focused on making money. It's a lot different. It's super fun. Obviously, it's a lot. It's not easy, but it's definitely super fulfilling. I've never done anything that's as fulfilling as this. But the reason CrossFit works so well, man, is just the buy-in from people, I think. So not only is it very, very community based, it's just a very good methodology. There's not another methodology that's going to get you to move better, have better mobility, better stability in positions, stronger joints, stronger bones. There's nothing that's going to do all of this stuff while also increasing your metabolic conditioning and just putting you in a position to succeed in all different aspects of fitness. When it comes to general preparedness, I don't think there's anything that's better than CrossFit. Sure, you can, if you focus on running, you're going to be better at running. If you focus on just lifting weights, then you're probably going to be a little bit stronger if that's what your specialty is. But in order to be able to be good at quite literally everything, I don't think there's another methodology that'll teach that. Especially when it comes to being an athlete, it's very athletic based. You do a lot of movements that require power output, coordination, and skill. And that's why some people are afraid of it. But that's the beauty of it, is just because you're afraid of it, and just because it's hard, doesn't mean that you can't do it. We have scalability to where if you're a beginner, you're not going to do the same thing that somebody like me that's been doing it, or my brother that's been doing it for 10 years. We've obviously developed skills, and we've developed a base and a strong point of movement to where we don't have to basically think about everything we're doing all the time. It's just automatic. So obviously we still have to do drills, we still have to work on things, but we've built that base from just repetitive motion, and it's helped create that muscle memory to where we do things at the very minimum safely. It's never going to be perfect, right? You're never going to move perfect, but we're always going to move safely. And if you're a beginner, you can take that beginning level, that baseline skill, and you can build it. And it's just going to build every day. We have people in here. We have Nancy, I believe, is our oldest member. She's in her 60s. And then we have people as young as Caroline, which is one of our coach's daughters, and she's literally 11 years old. And not only that, we have everything in between. We have really high-level athletes that have made it to semifinals and made it to like qualifications that require a lot of hard work and a lot of effort and a lot of time. And then we have people that just come in here because they want to get in shape and they want to work out. It really just depends on what your goals are, and that's what's cool about this is you can get out of it what you put in it. If I want to get to the highest level, obviously I got to put in a lot more than somebody that just wants to get in shape and be in here. But that's what's cool is if you know your goal and you know what you're shooting for, then you can train for that. Now I'd say that most of the general population should probably not pursue the games. Just being honest. Not only do they not have the time to train, but the recovery that it takes to be at that level is just a lot different. So if you come in 3-4 times a week, 5 times even, like you can be anywhere from 3 to 5 times a week, and you're gonna see the benefits of what we do in here. And it's just fun. Like there's nothing that's gonna be there might be other stuff that's community based, but as far as like our gym goes, I haven't been anywhere that's as a tight-knit community as us. It's genuinely like a family. Obviously, as the gym owner, it's still a business, but that's what makes it hard when people do end up moving or leaving, or if they do cancel a membership, because I'm creating relationships with them. It's not just a business transaction to me. It's very personal. It's personable. And sometimes I have to remind myself that it is business at the end of the day, but I genuinely treat these people like they're my friends and family, and that's what they feel like to me. So that's what's super, super cool about this place is like you're not just a number in here. You're going to be somebody that's actually accounted for and cared for, and we're going to make sure that we do the best of our ability, not just me, but all of our coaches. We're going to do the best of our ability to make sure that not only you're moving safely, but you're having fun, and you're getting better every day. Like we're pushing you to get better. We're not just in here just to have fun. At the end of the day, like we still want you to get more fit. We still want you to see results, but we do want you to have fun, and that's what's cool about it, man. There's nothing like it that you're going to be this tight knit with a bunch of people while chasing like the best fitness you've ever had in your life. If you guys want to find us, it's Cftripower.com. Same Instagram handle. Instagram handle is CF Tripower, and then Facebook is just CrossFit Tripower. You guys can sign up. We have free trials on there. All of our membership and our pricing is transparent. We don't hide that from anybody. What you see is what you get from us. We try to keep it very, very open and very, very upfront for you guys.